Channeling is one of the most sacred, powerful spiritual practices we can experience. Whether you're connecting to your higher self, spirit guides, ancestors, or messages from the divine, opening yourself as a channel invites transformation. But here is something that you should understand: not everything that you connect holds for your best interest. Energy is real, vibrations are real, and just as you don't leave your house unlocked at night, you shouldn't open energetic doors without the proper boundaries and protection in place. Today, I'm going to guide you through the essential practices, signs, tools to keep yourself grounded and protected every time you channel. These are the very rituals I live by after years of learning through both light and shadow. And if you're called upon to do the deeper work, I invite you to heal your blockages with the Akashic records. It really helps you whether you're going through relationship, wealth, or health problems. The link for the same is given in the description box. Many people start channeling with excitement, eager to receive guidance, insights, healing, but few are taught about the energetic hygiene required to channel safely. It is very important. Channeling opens your energetic body, your aura, your chakras, and third eye. If you open these gateways without conscious protection, you attract lower frequency entities, feel drained or dizzy afterwards, struggle with anxiety or emotional instability, carry residual energy that isn't yours. Protection isn't about fear, it is about clarity, what you should do, what you should not do. It's about believing that you're choosing who and what you want to allow in. From that frequency, you allow it. Think of your energetic field like a temple. When it is clean, sacred, well guarded, only what's aligned with truth and light can enter. Before we talk about protection tools, let's understand what we are protecting. Your energy body has several layers: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Every time you channel, if your aura is weak from the lack of sleep, stress, fear, poor grounding, you are likely to absorb external energies during the session. Signs your energy fields need support: feeling scattered, getting headaches, feeling like your channel is unclear or fuzzy, seeing or sensing overwhelming or dissonant energy. That's why energetic protection isn't a luxury, it's a non-negotiable foundation for any safe and grounding channeling practice. And the good news, it doesn't have to be complicated. With consistent intention, you can protect your field every time you sit to channel. Now let me explain you how you can strengthen your fields on your own. Number 1, ground before you begin. Sit and stand with your feet flat on the floor. Visualize roots growing from your feet deep into the earth. Feel gravity anchoring you. Speak aloud: I ground into the earth and anchor my energy in the present moment. Number 2, the energetic field. Visualize a golden or violet light surrounding your entire body. This light is permission only to love, truth, and divine wisdom to enter. You might also say that I only allow higher frequency beings of love and divine truth into my space. All other energies are released now. Call in your spirit team. Invite your spirit guides, your angel protections. Hold that space. I invite only those aligned with my soul's highest path to connect with me now. I am divinely guided and protected. These rituals may seem small, but they are very powerful. I practice them for myself till date. Then there are so many other things that you can use for protection. For example, crystals, black tourmaline, obsidian, shungite are good for grounding and protection. Hold them, wear them, place them in your space. Also, amethyst and selenite can help keep your channel clean and elevate the vibration of your space. Number 2, saging. Saging is very important. Saging, Palo Santo, and even an incense stick to clear your aura room before channeling works. As the smoke rises, say, I release all heavy energy now. I clear this space in love and light. Now, few things that you should avoid during channeling. Protection isn't just about what you add, it is about what you remove or avoid during channeling. Avoid channeling when exhausted or emotionally volatile. Don't skip grounding before and afterward. Jumping straight into tasks can leave you unbalanced and scattered. Avoid distractions. Phones, noise, chaotic spaces interfere with clean messages. Never channel from a place of fear. Fear invites lower frequency only 1000%. Always enter from the space of love, love, and love. Post your channeling. Thank your guides. Say, thank you for your messages and presence. I now close this session with gratitude. Wash your hands and face. This physically removes energetic residue. Eat something for your grounding. A piece of fruit, dark chocolate, herbal tea helps you anchor back into your body. Journal reflections. Record what comes through, acknowledge what resonated, release what is not yours. If you have stayed with me this far, chances are that you're either a channeler or someone ready to explore that path. Let me remind you, this work is sacred, and sacred work requires sacred care. Protecting yourself energetically is not about shielding out life. It's about setting the stage for clean, truthful, and healing communication. If you're ready to deepen your protection rituals, clear lingering energetic debris, and feel safe in your practice, I invite you to book Heal Your Blockage with Akashic Records, a beautiful session which cleans your fields, set protection layers, customize a daily protocol, strengthen your spiritual body. The link for the same is given in the description box. Like this video if you found these teachings useful. Comment below what protection tools do you use or if you need guidance on something specific. Subscribe to my channel for grounding, practical, and powerful teachings on channeling, mediumship, and soul connection. Thank you for protecting your energy. Thank you for being a conscious channel, and I hope to connect with you personally very soon.